Hi everyone, it's Anahata. How are you today? So I am starting new short Facebook Live presentations, and this is featuring my Vishuddha Mastery students. As you know, I am Anahata, the channel of assisting frequencies known as the Anahata Codes, which are the law of attraction of energy medicine. And so I essentially channel the essence of things from the quantum field in the way that you can view an energy signature. Everything is waves of energy, right? Everything is oscillating frequency. And so we are interpreting vibration with our sight, sound, tasting, touching, feeling, sensing, all of that. And so everything has its own signature. We have forgotten as humans that we are connected to all things already innately. And so essentially what I do is I help you remember that you are connected to the things that would bring support to you. And what happens is you activate resonance remembrance and your body restores. Now, there are 27 categories and growing in the book of Anahata Codes, free to download at anahatacodes.com. I'll put the link in this thread. But I wanted to just introduce to you one of my students who is also using, in part, Anahata Codes in order to bring his medicine to the world. And so I'm doing these new very short segments and bringing my students on camera. And today we have Kris Googe. And I'm just going to, hi Chandra, don't worry, the course does not start today. You're all good, babe. It's next week. And so I'm just awaiting Kris to join this feed. Hi, Aura, how are you? Hi, Margaret. Hi, Bradley. Nice to see you. Hi, Sherry. We are going to introduce Kris Googe. He's one of my master students. Here he is. My masterclass students slash Vishuddha Mastery. And so again, what I do with my Vishuddha Mastery students is I help people find the sweet spot between their head and their heart. So this is what they're passionate about, what they have medicine for, what would be possible in our economy and the structure. And so the head and the heart is where you'll find the voice. And Kris is one such student who has been able to define his especially pure medicine through my Vishuddha Master course series. And I wanted to introduce him to the tribe. I'm adding him now so that he can share with you. Hey, Kris, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Just to preface what I said, I just let people know that you are one of my Vishuddha Mastery students and that you have now tapped into your gifts. There are many, but there is one in particular. And guys, I like to always say that your mess is your medicine. What I mean by this is oftentimes the things we are most passionate about are the things that we ourselves have experienced and gone through, right? We are way showers. We are light beings. When we experience pain and we transcend that pain, there's something inside of us wants to reach out to those that are still experiencing that pain to support them. And so Kris has an amazing heart and mission and medicine. And I'm just going to let him describe the types of people he likes to serve and the issues that he lights the path for away from so that people can overcome those issues. So Kris, go ahead and explain what it is, your mission is, and who you serve.
So I work with people who have experienced bullying or assault and who may be feeling depression, anxiety, or shame from that. And from experience, I know that that kind of trauma can have a lasting impact on every aspect of your life. So, and it can really affect your confidence and can lead to feelings of unworthiness. So I work with people to discover their own inner hidden worth by releasing that trauma from those experiences and forming healthier boundaries, so that they can move past that and have more joy and peace in their lives.
Absolutely. Now, you mentioned release. You know, how would someone, in a nutshell, release something that is so painful and is kind of defining their current vibration? How do you accomplish supporting people in facilitating their transformation?
Well, the Anahata Codes are a big step in that, that I use with all the people I work with, for not only releasing that trauma, but revitalizing their energy and, you know, just getting, moving past. But I also use Jinshin Jitsu, or JSJ. It's an ancient healing art that focuses on 26 energy points, or safety energy locks, on each side of the body.
Okay.
Releasing, releasing energy blockages in those specific places can go a long way to helping energy flow and helping move past anything that gets stuck.
Yeah.
So I do full sessions in that, or I offer self-help that people can do on their own.
Awesome. And in a minute, we'll share with folks how they can reach out to you. Guys, if any of this speaks to you, if you're going through this yourself, or you know of someone who is going through bullying in any way, and you know, it's fun that you mentioned, Kris, about the energy flow, because truly every single dis-ease that we are experiencing, whether it's pain, whether it's mental, whether it's emotional, whether it's physical, whatever's going on in our life that's not flowing, is indeed because there is some kind of energy restriction going on. So I can see this Jinjujitsu thing, I don't even know what it is, JJS, being of benefit paired with the Anahata Codes. Absolutely. It sounds a lot like acupressure, and you're working with meridians. Is that correct?
It's very similar to that.
Okay.
Yeah, there's yeah.
Yeah, and Jessica says she's so interested in that.
It's good stuff. It's something I use every day personally also.
Nice. Okay, and so I understand the whole releasing thing, right? It's important to let go. You know, I teach a lot of the being in the now, as you know, the Anahata, and not fragmenting your energy back into the past and holding on to things that you're going to cycle around. So releasing and just moving on is essential. But the other part of the Anahata Codes, which I believe you're weaving into this very cool 21-day journey that you're going to be offering here in a little while. Guys, again, tag people in this post, reach out to Kris. Kris, what is your Facebook business page again?
It's my business is Vitality Wellness by Kris. So on Facebook, it's facebook.com/yourpathtovitality. We'll pull it up.
Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to put that Your Path to Vitality link in the description of this Facebook Live. Tag people you know and love who are struggling through this. Now, Kris, do you also support the person? Of course, you support the person in overcoming this. But what if they are young, let's say teens going through it? Do you support parents in supporting their children, or how is that structure working for you to reach the kiddos that are in adolescence that are perhaps going through all this?
Working with the parents, I think, is also just as important. It can be hard to see your child struggling with that. So working with parents, giving them self-help tools, and giving them some support and guidance so that they can be there for their kids.
Yeah. Absolutely. So if you could give us one pressure point to take with us today that we could use in a pinch if we are feeling disempowered or beginning to feel, you know, unworthy in some way because of someone else projecting their own insecurities on us, aka bullying? What would that be? Is there such a thing? I'm sorry to put you on the spot. I just pulled that one out.
There's a lot. So
Okay.
in Jin Shinjitsu, there are we look at the major attitudes. So I think with what you're asking, fear would kind of cover a lot of that.
Yeah.
So I would say hold your index finger. With the hands, each finger is connected to one of those attitudes.
Okay.
So, you know, worry, fear, anger, sadness, and trying to or effort. So in this case, I'd say hold your middle finger or your index
Just
finger.
The whole thing. The whole thing.
Just the whole thing. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
And it.
Ooh, that's awesome. Really good to know. And yeah, you know, gosh, I wish I could speak to you all day about this because I really want to go into some other questions, but I want to keep these brief. Guys, if you want more information from Kris, I'm going to put the link in here for his Facebook business page, but also you have a website. What is the URL, Kris?
Yourpathtovitality.com.
Awesome. And then you're going to be featured on my summit in April, One Voice Calling. So people can also tune in for more advice and support surrounding this really important issue. And how do you feel about being poised? I feel like the collective is ready. Back in the day, you know, people kind of used to turn a blind eye and be like, oh, toughen up, or it's not that bad, or simply just not even acknowledge it. I feel like now in 2018 and the past few years, as a collective society, we've all been saying no more. How do you feel about that? And how do you feel, you know, people are ready for this, don't you think?
I think so. Yeah, it definitely, saying that it's not that bad is not the answer. So
No.
it's, there's definitely a turning point, and it's exciting to get to work with people and hopefully change that for a lot of people.
Yeah. And I know just from the mouth of babes, you know, I have an 8-year-old. They have all sorts of new protocols that are being built within school systems to kind of stamp out being bullied. You know, back in your day and age, not to say that you're old, but back when you were in school, there was really limited resources available. And so just the fact that there are people like you that are doing 21-day transformative journeys to empower people to remember their value, remember their worth, and really getting to the unblocked places to let that ease and flow back into your life is so beautiful. I love your medicine. I love your mission. Is there anything else you want to say to anyone before we end this brief introduction to the tribe?
I can't think of anything else right now. Just
you did a great job. You did a great job.
Yeah. Just always be gentle with yourself, I think, is the key.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, gentle. Yeah, and pull codes, right? I mean, gosh, if you are just not sure where to go and you're not sure what you need, and you just know that what you're feeling doesn't feel good and that you need something and you're not even sure what it is, you can just go pull a code. And of course, Kris would be happy to pull some for you as a certified Anahata Code practitioner, as well as, you know, perhaps support you through one of his 21-day transformations that he's got coming up. So tune in to the summit. It's not till April, but we are gearing up now. And guys, I'll put Kris's link here in the feed for you all. Tag and share those who may be in need of Kris's medicine. And thank you so much, Kris. You know, I adore you. I love you. And your gift to this world is so, so treasured and important. You are the voice that so many struggling, need to hear. And so you are that one voice calling. Really excited to have you in my inner circle. And we will end it like that. And everyone else, go ahead and replay. We are ending now. But Kris, you are loved. And thank you so much for joining me today. I'm glad I could introduce you to the tribe.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye, guys. See you later.